Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link. Hold on, I'm doing something. And you know I can only do one thing at a time. I'm kidding. I have ADHD. I can do 1,000 things at one time. Well, really it's 800, not 7. Anyway, there's your ADHD for you.
Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me just grab this real quick. I got something for y'all. Don't I always? Good morning to you. How you doing? How you feeling today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It really is. I hear a heat wave is back on its way into the Chicago area. I'm ready for it. How are things shaping up in your neck of the woods? I'm so excited to be here today. Not just here on the show, but just here. You feel me? Seriously, you guys. Don't take it for granted. Okay? I know you guys have heard. How could you not, unless you're under a rock? Wait a minute. I just heard about it this morning. Uh-oh. Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show. Remember that? Lost his life in Costa Rica. I don't know exactly what day, but riptide. And last night I was at dinner with my husband, Dr. Brian, and he said, because he's a swimmer and always has been, and has to live on water. That's why I have to work 24/7. And he told me something I didn't know, so I'm gonna pass it along to you all. If you're out in waters that are prone to riptides, don't fight it. If it should sweep you off your feet, you're supposed to just freeze. You want to be facing up, of course, and it will carry you as far as it will, and you'll be fine. But the majority of the people who perish because of riptides, i.e., Malcolm Jamal Warner, fighting it. And how I know is that because I went and did some research, and there were two of them, him and another friend, and the friend knew that. And Malcolm apparently didn't or forgot. Now, I'm going to say this. Don't think just because you know what to do, you're going to do it. Now, how do I know that? I'm going to tell you. Back in the days, I think it was like in the first year that I found my birth family, I was at my mom's house and I was boiling water for spaghetti. And this is back when Jabot shirts were popular. Do you guys remember Jabot shirts? They were very baggy, right? So I had one on and caught on fire. Now, we had just been watching The Simpsons the night before, and we were laughing our heads off because Homer caught on fire and was rolling up and down the hill that was on, right? What did I do? I wasn't laughing when I caught on fire. I ran. That's what I did. I ran. And thank goodness my niece, Atia, wow, I was going to say who just graduated from high school, but no, what's that? Dry skin. Her daughter did. So that's to tell you how long it is. I was. And anyway, I did it. I was headed for the front door and I dropped and I rolled, jumped up too quick, and the shirt reignited. I took off running again. There's Uncle Lauren, drop and roll. Thank God her and her friend Tiana, who coaches with me today, told me we're sitting there playing Uno. So I just say that. That's why I'm going to tell you, when I go into a situation that could be tenuous at best, I pray. I don't know about you, but I do. Just like I don't just pray over my food. I pray when I get on the highway. We do that. Just stay in a constant state of prayer. I think that's the best way to go. What do you think? Huh? That's right. There it is, you guys. That's the bell of purpose. It is not a prop. It's not a gimmick. It is, in fact, a reminder that the truth, just like that bell, it has a ring to it. Make sure you listen for it in all things, from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner. It will serve you well as you serve others. Welcome on to my sidekick. She's my version of Ed McMahon. That's from an old show called The Tonight Show for you all who are the indigenous people of this world now, because people my age, we're aliens, right? Right. So we remember things y'all know nothing about. This is Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. Google her too. Here today, I'm back on it. I haven't gained any more weight. Well, I think a pound. But here is my metabolic balance healthy breakfast today. I have my apple. I have one a day. I have some mango, a rye crisp, some avocado. Is that it? Wait. It sure sounded like more earlier. Okay, well, it does the body good. Great show ahead today. Phone a friend, send out a raven, do something. Share and bless people in the manner in which you want to be shared with and blessed in accordance to the same model. Okay. So just reach out, tell somebody get in here. Steph Zito is here today. I met her few years back when I went out to San Diego. John Block and Dr. Monty had an event, and it was just filled with fantastic people. One of them is here today. Oh, I was supposed to read this. You know what? I'm not going to break protocol. I stopped reading bios, but I wanted to have it because we'll talk about it. I'm going to get her in here so she can tell you better than she can show you better than I can tell you. Steph Zito, man, she's on the ball. I'm telling you guys, really, her coaching program is just amazing. She does a lot of things that you are going to love. And stick around. She has a complimentary energy alignment call that you can get with her, but you got to stick around. You got to be present to win, you know? So she also, she's also got something else that's free. She's all about value, right? Lead with value. That's why I tell people, Dr. Lauren doesn't sell shit. I don't. I just tell it. And you know what sells it? That ring of truth. I think I like greatness. That's right. And Stephanie is the same way, you guys. Listen, she's never been here before, the first time. And you know what we do? We roll out the golden carpet. That's right. The carpet of purpose. We welcome our guests in the best way possible, through spirit, through anointing, and through service. She's on her way in. Put your hearts on the screen. That's what I was going for. And don't forget, I need you to phone a friend. Here she comes, Steph Zito. Hello.
Thank you so much. What a great welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you, Dr. Lauren?
I am blessed, highly favored, living in dominion, just like you. Yes, yes. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Look up in the corner over by Stephanie. You see that, right? Yes, it's true. They're doing a remake of the Heathen movie. Do you guys remember that? It was in 22. I did it, and it was on Peacock for a minute. During the Christmas season. I didn't watch it. Just like I don't watch anything. I can't listen to my speech. None of it. Can you?
I was going to ask you about that.
No.
That's okay.
I couldn't. And when I was in music, my album and stuff, there's one thing about I have not played it one time.
You can't watch yourself or listen to yourself?
You can do it.
Why is that?
I don't know.
No.
I'm very critical
Is
of
that
myself,
it?
and I'm like, ew. Okay, this is what it is. I never said that thing. Do you remember the first time you heard yourself recorded?
Yes, I do.
Like,
it's like a voice note or something. Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Right. That's
So
how
weird,
it is.
right?
I never got over that.
So strange. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I know. You're not the first person to call me that.
Okay.
So listen, I do a little thing. Oh, so you guys, anyway, a bigger film company is remaking this movie. Out of all of the people, I don't know if there's 30 some cast members. I guess they said I'm the only one that the new company chose to do the remake. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you, God.
Congratulations. That's exciting.
Gabriel Goins. Yes. So I'm looking forward to going to New York, not Cincinnati, where we shot the first movie, but New York City. And I have, I don't know, five or six coaching clients there. So I'm on my way. My room ready, y'all. So
see you in person.
Yes. Here's one of the things I do here on Bathrobe Moments. I'm going to dip out for up to a minute and just let you pour into the audience. You know, what did you wake up with today on your spirit? You know, lead with that. And then I'll come back and I bet you we have exactly what we need to get this interview started. So if that's okay with you, I will dip out and leave you to it. Sound okay?
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Okay. Take it away. It's all you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here with all of you. So I know a lot of you maybe don't know who I am. Just kind of where I'm going with this. I'm a psychic medium and I call myself a manifestation coach. But really what we're working with is energy and with strategy to help you to accelerate your results, your business, your life. And what I've noticed recently is, you know, if you've ever been in the ocean, I know we're talking about the ocean, so always be safe in there. But I live by the ocean. I'm in San Diego. I love the ocean. And sometimes the water is just churning. The water is not organized. some waves are going one way, some waves are going the other way. You're like, is it tide going in? Is it going out? It feels rough in there. It feels crazy. And I've been talking to some people recently and some clients that have been coming into my world, and they feel like that. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, where it doesn't feel organized, right? And what I said to a new client last night is that I don't practice or teach the things for myself for the moments that it's easy. It's real easy to show up here and to talk about how great life is and how we're thriving and succeeding and whatnot. But what about those moments when you kind of feel like you're underwater? What about those moments where, I've got kids, I'm married, we've got life going on, I've got aging parents, when things feel rough? Things don't feel easy, right? Maybe one part, other parts do, but like one part you're just like, could somebody just throw me a lifeline? And I just feel compelled to like just take a moment to acknowledge those times where it doesn't feel great. It's not 100%. And what's so interesting is what happens in those moments. What happens in those moments? Do we take the lifeline? Do we remember that we actually are surrounded by support that we can't even see? That we do have soul guides, that we have our soul to communicate with. We have whatever you want to call it, soul guides, spirit, source, universe, that is available to us. And sometimes I think we forget, right? I think we forget. And so I just want to kind of like bring that up for the moment of understanding of when you're in that zone, right? Things are going great. The first step to go to me is surrender. Kind of like when you're in the ocean and it's crazy. Like if you think of that as an analogy, literally surrendering, letting yourself float, letting yourself be carried, to me is one of the most important things, rather than try to fight it, right? To try to work hard, right?
That's right.
Because what we're talking about here, if you want to get into it, is there's kind of 5 energetic phases of manifesting, 5 levels of manifesting. You want to talk about that, Lauren? Yeah?
Yes. So
Okay.
great. Because that's where I wanted to start. See, look. Manifestation right there on the page.
See?
And I'm going to see if you and I are on the same page. And I'll say this. Even if it doesn't match you guys exactly, remember this. You hear me say it all the time. It is never about just one thing. Duplicity. The universe made so many roads to Mecca.
It's a spectrum. It's not one or the other. It's never either or. And when we can get out of that thinking, there's so much more available to us when we see the entire spectrum and everything in between.
True. Mm-hmm. So here's where I'd like to start, if it's okay with you. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go to there's 2 things that, Bruce Lee said something that I reference quite often. He said that words cast spells. And he said that's why it's called spelling.
Yes.
First time I heard that, it made perfect sense. It had the ring of truth to it. Mm-hmm. So then when I started this work, one of the first downloads I got for myself, because I always get all the downloads I share in the world today, pretty much, I'd say over 80% of them found me, because if you're going to teach, you must be willing to live your teachings. You see, it's not do what I say kind of deal. So what I'm getting at is I had no idea that I had a strong command of slinging around thousands of words that deceive. A few of them are this: out of nowhere, out of the blue, whatever, good as hell, common sense, and also just saying, it's so weird how today it's weirdly wonderful. It's not just, how funny, it's so funny. No, it's miraculous. It's not just strange. It's strangely inviting.
What a coincidence.
Right, that too. Exactly. And this is the one, I call this one the John Wayne Gacy of purpose, because you'll start by, it's too late. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, it's too expensive. And before you know it,
too old.
Those little tricky monkeys, that's another one. They don't work for us. They work against us. They cover up our ears and eyes, or try to, because they can't touch us. They can't speak. So that we don't acknowledge the ring of truth. But then it's our mouth, because the spoken word. Yes. We're the only creatures on this earth that get to speak. Talk to your plants and they flourish. Speak to your pets and they should obey. But we cannot use that to get others that can speak to do what we want them to do. So I said all that to say this. Start there, you guys, because I'm going to tell you what happened with me. When I started catching them, and my coaching clients is amazing. They'll come in at the top of the hour. And, oh, Dr. Lawrence, I have to be here. The weirdest thing happened. And I'll say, they're weirdly wonderful. And then 2 minutes later, they'll say, and it's just so, they can't say it. It gets caught in their throat. So it's a real thing, because once you get a grasp of them coming from you, guess what happens? You start hearing them come through other people in your direction. I don't know how you're going to get over that. Oh, that's going to be hard to get around.
Right.
I don't know what you're going to do to dig from under. That's wall talk. The universe has provided windows and doors of opportunity. So you can see through it before you go rushing through it. Only fools rush in. So talk about this manifestation. Because we do literally speak things into existence. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, we've got like where we want to be sometimes and where we are. And there's this, it feels like there's a distance. It feels like, and sometimes what happens is we come up with all the reasons and excuses, right? We want to switch careers and all the things that are in the way, right? Or we see the opportunity for something, but we're scared about what it's going to be like. And it was so interesting, so fascinating is I believe in what we speak into existence as well. Absolutely. And rather than think of it so weird, it's divinely aligned, right?
So what?
Divinely aligned.
No, you said weird.
Instead of it's so weird.
Yeah, it is weirdly wonderful.
It's really wonderful.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
Because people use those words just for stuff they can't explain.
There's a reason. There's a reason. And one of the main reasons is that we tend to be in this level 1 of manifestation. Level 1 manifestation. I want you to think for a moment, when you flip on your phone and you get to whatever shows up, the news, what do we normally see? It's the bad stuff. It's the stuff that's not going well. It's the stuff that, what's going on with the stock market and what other things happen.
Sensationalism. Yeah.
We are in a place of automatic fear, right? We're in a place of automatic, it's right, it's wrong. This is level 1 manifestation. This is the manifestation level that is in fear. This is the manifestation level that if I try really, really hard, if I work hard enough, if I control it, if I can control what that boss thinks of me, if I can control what that person thinks of me, well, then it'll happen, right? Some people want to control even getting their ex back, right? And they want to control the outcome. So if we think we're in control of the outcome, there's a lot of work ahead. So that's level 1. It's like the kind of lowest level of manifesting. It's a level that I think we can get kind of caught up in because things are fearful in the news and what's going to happen. And is the stock market going up and down, right? Level 2, we start to learn a little bit about manifesting. Maybe we are using our words like affirmations, right? You ever do some affirmations? We do, well, I'm going to use my mind now. Now I'm just in the level 2 of mind. I'm going to use my mind. If I say the affirmations right enough, I got these books like I love these things like this, Project 369 Manifesting. I have it on my desk. I love stuff like that. But I'll talk to people and we get caught up in like, well, if I do it right, did I do my Project 369 right enough? Did I write my manifestations down enough? Did I say my affirmations right? Now we're in the mind. If I can control it through my mind, the mind is the master.
I got to come in on this one.
That's not true, but I'm just saying, like, that's
okay, because
we're not at the top level yet. So.
Well, okay. Well, even there, any word that comes out of our mouth, just saying, it must have meaning, and you must mean it. I know this about the divine. The clues work in both directions. Meaningful, full of meaning. Say what you mean what you say. Wow. A sacred acronym, WW. Every time someone goes, wow, that's because it is a spirit-filled thing that they're responding to, right? And so I really, even when you're in the infancy stages, what's the first of the 4 agreements? Be impeccable with your word. A lot of people think that means, oh, well, I'll be there at 2:00. Well, I got here at 2:07. What's the difference?
Alignment. That's alignment.
That's one way. But being impeccable with your word too is meaning you don't use words like go to hell. What the hell?
Right.
You know, if you want to use that word impeccably, say this. Well, why'd you say that to me, Dr. Lauren? Well, because I was literally trying to love the hell out of you. That's impeccable with your word.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
So,
what's underneath it, like go to hell, like what's really underneath it lies probably, anger, or what lies beneath that, hurt, right? So what you're
right.
really expressing is that. Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
should be, well, you should, and you, because you know what it leads to, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
How many times, because I've been guilty of it, I don't do it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to. Say we're on Facebook and one of our mutual friends says, oh, I'm going through something. I need prayer. And then I would hit the prayer hand emoji.
Right.
Not uttering one damn syllable. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
That's going through the motions. That's
Right.
not being impeccable with my word. And then somebody will put in, I see people go in the comments, done. Still.
Right. Phoning it in. It's kind of phoning it in. It's kind of.
And you haven't done anything. A symbol doesn't have meaning.
Well, the truth is that, just like you said, being impeccable with our word, the truth is that in terms of manifesting, calling in that which we desire, right? We have to get specific. We really do. It's like going to, when I drive through with my daughter to the Starbucks line, that girl is like the most specific person I've heard order anything. It's like, she's got light ice, she's got 2 pumps of this, she's got some foam on top with some vanilla of this. Like, she knows exactly what she wants. And you know what?
That's a whole nother language, that place.
Mm-hmm. But what's so interesting is sometimes what happens is we've got this layer, like we say what we want, but to be quite honest, we're actually a little bit afraid of it, or we're afraid of what will happen if we actually get it, right? Like if it's money, if it's love, a lot of times there's this kind of little piece underneath where things come up, maybe from childhood, from whatnot. Maybe are we worthy of it? What'll happen if we have that? We think so big, if we have that much success, will I be stressed out? So we kind of sabotage that which we say we want. We kind of throw in some sabotage. Oh, well, that didn't work. I was late for this, or right? We kind of sabotage ourselves to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves in that safety zone. When we can surrender, which I'm going to talk about the next level. Now, when we get into level 3, now we're what we call like soul level manifesting. Well, what does that mean? Let's envision that there's something kind of beyond me sitting right here in my ego and my identity. There's something a little bit greater. There's sort of a mission. I know for me, what I do is really purposeful and mission driven. It's from beyond me. I didn't expect I'd be sitting here talking about this stuff 10 years ago. I didn't know what I was going to, well, 10 years ago I did, but longer than that, because now it goes back. But there was a time I didn't know. I felt lost. I wasn't sure what was next. But there's this surrender to something greater. What do I follow? Do I follow? That's how I met John in Muncie, right? It was kind of following the breadcrumbs. So what's next? What am I meant for next? When I was ready to get my first coach, I didn't have the money for it, but I found it because I knew that was going to take me somewhere greater than where I was currently. Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are regular viewers, what Stephanie just said mirrors what you hear me say all the time. Whatever it is you're waiting on, whatever it is you're reaching for, whatever it is that is beckoning you and waiting for you to reach in return. Many are called, few are chosen, but y'all would be shocked at how few will choose in return. So what I'm getting at is, well, I'm going to hold it. Because I got a feeling you're about to say something.
And I think when I look back at certain choices, right, and this is the thing, we get at these like cusp moments, and before I met my now husband and moved to California, I was in the wrong relationship, but I felt scary to choose what I knew was in my soul. My soul was calling me to leave, but I couldn't see, this is the thing. This is where, honestly, I feel like some of you want purpose. To me, I think what the greatest purpose is that we have here is to learn to manifest. And I say that because in my belief system, or what I seem to know, is that we are this aspect. What if we are this aspect of consciousness, of the universe, of creator? Some might even say God. What if we are like walking around like the arms and legs of God or the universe, getting to experience this lifetime as this body with this backstory and this background? And my whole job here is to learn to trust, to come back to that universal knowing. And in terms of trusting, I'm going to manifest. And also to surrender to something greater than myself. And we know what that is. It's unconditional love. And what that means is when I know I have unconditional love, then I can forgive that human that, look, we're not perfect. We're not. We've got stuff that we come in with. I can forgive that human who wasn't perfect to me. I can forgive that human who maybe made some mistakes and maybe did or didn't know exactly what, sometimes they do. They did or didn't know exactly what they were doing, but they're broken in some way. I can forgive.
Right.
I can move forward. I don't have to hold. I don't have to get triggered anymore. I don't have to
there's
hold
the second agreement. Don't take anything personally.
Right.
And we don't take anything personally. I love those. They're like pillars. Put one in every corner of everything you're building in your world, and you will stand.
There's so much more freedom and ease when I don't have to take something personally, and then I'm not blah, blah, blah about it to my friend, right? Because I surrender. Because what happens is when we get to the higher level of manifesting, we surrender some of that ego, right? Things become less about us. And we also become more of an open channel. When we get into spirit-led manifesting, well, what does that mean? That means now I'm not even with my soul, I'm with something even greater, right? What's meant to flow through me, I'm like a channel, right? Like Dr. Lauren, you're in that channel. I'm channeling something that is coming through me. And a lot of you have these gifts that are meant to be shared with the world in a bigger way, right?
Yeah.
You're meant to touch lives. And sometimes I think we feel like we know how we're supposed to control that. Well, it has to be this way. Well, when we open to the channel, and we can do this through meditation, through prayer. There's something that I take people through called the Akashic Records. You've heard of that? Yeah, I heard of that. That's kind of like your soul's library. This to me is where we find like the deepest wisdom, knowing, and understanding. We're a little bit lost. You go in the Akashic Records, things are gonna click in. You're gonna get the information. You might be like, I don't know how. That's usually what happens. Well, how? Let it, allow it. Look for the cosmic clues. Get delighted with the world around you as it begins to sort of become like a beacon, like you become the magnet for these things to occur. You become the magnet. Just like you were just telling me this story, Dr. Lauren, about some people you were helping when they were younger. And now they're on track for $1 million a month.
Yeah.
And you've got this person, and this person to get them a car and an apartment, like the connection you have around you. Everyone is thriving. Everyone's supported.
It's absolutely right. Now, I want to double back for a second to for them, because I know you know this, the surrender piece. And also when you're manifesting, you have to surrender allows you to swap out surprise for expectancy. Now, if you don't think that's a real thing, go and Google what happened to large lottery winners. They bought those tickets every week or every day for decades. And then the moment they won, they were saying, oh my God, right. When you are surprised with any type of blessing, chances are you're not going to be ready to do something with it. Therein comes squandering.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you really put your heart into manifesting something, expect it. And I remember when I was like, well, that's easy for you to say to them. They said, oh, you didn't have a problem with it yesterday when you got that notification from Amazon Prime that your car was going to be on the steps at 2 p.m. You did not question it.
Oh, we expected.
Rang and you looked down, no one was there. Hey, who's playing with me? No, you said, oh, it must be my package.
This to me, this is the key right here. It's between what we expect, and this is the lesson of trust, right? Because
you believe it's coming. That's what manifesting is.
If we believe in it coming, if we can come out of that place of like fear that it won't, right? Like, or maybe it will.
If you're going to be afraid of it coming, don't ask for it.
Well, pick something as simple as make it real simple. Like, we run out of eggs. I'm going to go get them at the grocery store. I expect them to be at the grocery store. I expect to have $9, whatever, $5 to buy my eggs. I've got the money. It's in my bank account, and I'm going to go get that, right? So there's no hesitancy like, oh my God, what happens? Is my car going to be outside when I get there? Do I have a car? Do I know where I'm headed? Like, it's such a routine thing. These things that seem like maybe bigger than us, or that we kind of get into like the doubt around, there's such a different energy when we come into a place of knowing, when we come to a place of it is mine.
Well, hold
Would
on.
it be in my mind's eye if it wasn't for me?
That's one side of the people that because I feel this way, Stephanie, that perfectionist,
Mm-hmm.
which is the opposite of what you just described, but they won't surrender because they have to control everything.
That's level one manifesting. That's level one. See, now we're talking about
Well,
you want
wait, I gotta ask, where'd these levels come from?
that's
Somebody created those?
good question. It's so interestingly enough, you talk about all that exists, any invention, it already exists in what we can call the quantum field. So we can attribute the knowing to one person. I'm not trying to not attribute something to someone,
Yeah.
right? But the idea for the cell phone, Nikola Tesla called the cell phone back in the early 1900s. He said, you're going to have the information of the entire universe in your hand. People are like, that's crazy.
Right.
Here we are.
Here we are. So who does the Nikola Tesla stuff. And you're right.
I can't attribute to exactly where I saw that or knew that or where that came from.
Here's why I asked. We started this conversation out with agreeing that it's never about just one thing. So I know for a fact that when I look at this list, I didn't have a problem with fear at all. I had a problem with surrender because of the road I had been on through the system and this and the other. You know,
it was
I wasn't afraid of much. Huh?
It was safer to control.
Right. I wasn't afraid. You know what I mean? I wasn't, not to say I was fearless, but I had less fear than most. But I did not want to grow because that meant that I would have to pivot. I would have to change something out. It's like the opportunity switch. You have to get rid of one thing for the other. Everything's about that. The phoenix, the metamorphosis, the skin of the snake.
It's so true.
Everything. Right.
Absolutely true.
So the only reason I said that is not to say, oh, that's not the way it is, but to say to somebody, well, wait a minute, I'm already doing this, but what's wrong with me? Why am I out of order? No, as long as you get them all in, you'll be just fine.
Well, I think what's interesting is that, if you find yourself in the place of control, because sometimes, things feel like that, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's around a relationship or a job or money or whatever, and it really is a practice. And what I've noticed is I've sort of come into a place of up-leveling in my business, right? There's been surrender, but there's a surrender of parts of myself that I'm not taking with me. It really is true. It's really true because there's like a different level of energy, a different level of belief or who I'm being at that next level, right? There's a different, it's still me, but there's going to be a different level of who I'm being at that next level. And the truth is, I've seen things kind of have to burn away. And what's interesting too, is in those moments, information will come up, like things will come out of the woodwork to help me understand perhaps what was holding me back. Yeah.
Can I butt in real quick?
Yeah.
Now you ask? Well, because one of the Power Week symposiums, all my coaching clients come here because I fill my stages with my people. And well, she gave me permission to tell a story. Jeanette Ramos. And people can manifest. Now, because when we think about manifesting, also, a lot of us think only positive. I want that car. I want that home. I want that opportunity. I want that man. I want that woman. You can also manifest your own potholes, worrying and about things that, like, why are you speaking that into existence? And she did. Oh, we're going to be late. She had 4 hours before we had to get her to O'Hare. And we were trying to find a restaurant for breakfast. Oracle, everybody was here. And she just kept on. I was like, girl, you're going to be there. And there were 2 sets of people an hour away from each other's flight that were going to ride together, right? I was driving them. She just went on. When we finally found a restaurant that could seat us all, she said, oh, it doesn't know we're going to miss this flight. I'm not even hungry. Now she had 2.5 hours. And we were 20 minutes away. We were leaving and went, okay, so guess what happened? She's in the car. Her son's in the car. I'm in the car. Gabriel Klingman and his now fiance are in the car. We are 5 minutes from the airport, right on time, and the phone rings. Jeanette, because she rode to the restaurant in one car and then got in the car with us to go to the airport. Guess what she left? She left her purse.
Oh my
And
goodness.
guess the only one who missed their flight. Guess who it was? Her. Because I wasn't
Exactly.
turning around and making.
You're absolutely right. Well, what would it have looked like if she had sort of affirmed that all things arrive in right time,
Thank
right?
you. To
I'll tell you
surrender
what,
to,
though.
you know what? If I miss it, it must be for a reason.
That's the thing too.
That kind of thing.
You know, and so this is, I was going to say is like when we're kind of manifesting the bad thing, sometimes there's a reason for it. Like, how is this serving me? How is this serving me? So, you know, I've got one of my clients. She came to me because she runs like a multi-million-dollar business, and it's supposed to grow. It's supposed to be on the trajectory for 30 million, but she found that things were stagnating. That's all. That's all. That's just 30 million. Just 30 million. I'm really proud of her.
I don't know how many zeros that is.
The thing is that she found that there was sabotaging was coming in. There was sabotage, right? Things were getting delayed. The salespeople were things were like communication, and she's like, she felt like there was something coming from her. And the truth was, she was sabotaging her own success because that number did not feel safe for her. It meant she was going to be too busy. She wasn't going to see her kids. She was going to be stressed out. And in fact, when we got beneath the surface, it also meant that she was going to surpass her own parents. And that's not safe. That wasn't allowed, right? So there was a sabotage, right? So we kind of ask sometimes, well, how is this serving me? Even though it's something I say I don't want, what is it doing for me, right? Does that make sense?
It makes plenty of sense. Now, you see, I started with words that deceive. And I said TOO. I refer to it as the John Wayne Casey of purpose. Because when you say it's too late, it's too this, it's too that, one day you're going to slip up and you're going to say, oh, it's too much. And for you Christians and Bible believers, that's the equivalent of take this cup. Because when you say something is too much, the universe is praying as promise that we're not going to get more than we can handle. If you have it, it's because it is manageable.
Right.
When you say of your own mouth, you call it into existence, it's too much. Don't be surprised when poof, something disappears in your world.
Well, you want to hear my perspective? So from my perspective, I think when we say that, we are forgetting that it's not just our ego. It's not just me sitting here as Stephanie. What if I do have this soul team supporting me and I'm just forgetting that? And so I've forgotten how to reach out for that help. I've forgotten how to speak to my guides. I've forgotten how to ask for help, maybe from others on this planet or beyond, right? And when we do that, again, it takes us back. If it feels like too much, come back to surrender. Come back to
no. It's never too much. Don't even think that, y'all. I'm sorry.
Let's just
you gotta groom. Listen, we gotta groom ourselves. You can say so much all day long and still be safe. Seriously, because every time something comes out of our mouth, even in like here, it's a rehearsal for the next time.
Exactly.
Get it out and leave it out. That's what
Exactly.
leads to worry. Worry leads to fear. Fear leads to anger.
You know, it's the same thing as
wait. I got to finish that.
Yeah. Oh, go for it.
Start over, you guys, for real. Doubt leads to worry. Worry leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. And anger leads to destruction.
And rather than doubt, what if I believed? What if I believed? What if I believed? What if I believed? Just like I go to get those eggs. It's just, but of course, what if I said, but of course, this is in my favor. But of course, this is working out for me, right? And of course, it's working out for me. You know, I think one thing that I see come up that I like to catch language-wise is when someone kind of identifies themselves a certain way, right? Like in the present, like, oh, I always worry so much, or I'm such a worrier, or I'm always so disorganized. Like where they're self-identifying. Instead, we kind of, let's put that in the past. Let's say like, I used to worry. I used to be disorganized. There was a time when.
Or another way, put a word inside that sentence that has an ing in it. I am working toward. Yes. I am striving toward. Ing puts you inside of a system. It puts you inside of a process. We are not human duns. We are human beings.
Mhm.
Look for the ing and put it into everything that you want to be in or are already existing within.
Yeah, and
That's
there's
a quick fix.
absolutely. And there's a really powerful statement that I love that kind of is an embodiment. Like we get to be the embodiment, right? Our thoughts, our actions, our feelings all get to get aligned. This to me is where things quicken when we can click in with that alignment. And there's a way of saying it, which isn't the normal way we speak, but the way we say it is I embody, I am a commitment to. I am a commitment to this path. I am a commitment to my peace, right? Things feel chaotic. I'm a commitment to my peace. Things feel unhappy. I am a commitment to my happiness.
I
I am a
am. You sounded like a Christian.
hmm?
I said, I am. And you sounded like a Christian. I'm just saying it, which is nothing wrong with it. Because the
Mhm.
thing is, I say that like that, you guys, because I don't care if it's Mother Goose or Dr. Seuss, Indian folklore or urban myths. If
Mm.
anything you hear has a ring of truth to it, and you can say at the end of it, and the moral of this story is, there's a takeaway, then take it. If something doesn't make sense to you, it's because that particular thing doesn't have anything to do with you.
Well,
It
it's
has
an
nothing to do with
embodiment. It's so
huh?
interesting. We can identify it with a certain thing. We can identify it with a certain religion, and yet it can be global. It can be just an
It
embodiment.
is. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
one or the other.
mhm.
It's like, because I caught it when you said it at the beginning of the show. You said something about, and you said, and for some people, even it might be God. And you put it like that. And I'm thinking the majority of the world refers to God.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
do. And it
Mhm.
doesn't matter if it's God, Yahweh, Jehovah, spirit, source, light, universe. As long as you have something that is greater than you, it'll work. It will
Exactly.
work. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you something. It's time for us to stop saying ours is the right way and theirs. That's the same thing organized religion did. Those Baptists, those
Mhm. Mhm.
Protestants.
Mhm.
As long as it gives you a reason to ease suffering and be of service every single day. Because
You
what
know
we're going for, one more thing, what we're going for is this. You want to
Mhm.
be able to get up every day and believe with all your spirit, there's something I can do, I must do in this world today that this world has never seen. But that means you have to believe and surrender to the belief that you have to get up and be a you that you've
Mhm.
never been before. That's
Mhm.
it. It don't have nothing to do with a label. It has to do with your journey, with your purpose, and what matters to you above all things. Things
Mhm.
don't go with us to whatever is next. I've never seen luggage next to a casket or a U-Haul behind a hearse. It's things that we feel that go
Mm.
with us. Because if
Mm.
you take something you feel with you, I refer to it in my mind like the ticket to get through that door. Because if
Mhm.
you brought something there that you can feel, chances are you left something for others to feel.
Exactly.
That's right. So
Ring the bell for that one.
tell us about these free gifts and things.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I've got like the last two really are the ones. So if someone is really feeling aligned to kind of get into that alignment with
Mhm.
what you desire to manifest, you'd like to kind of quicken that, you can book a call with me on my website, just stephaniezito.com. And I have a vision casting sort of process practice for you to try out, which helps you kind of cast your vision towards what you desire. It's a really cool way to utilize your words to move in the direction of your desire. It's a very just delightful way to receive, and that's to help you manifest your best life. It's got a really beautiful downloadable journal. That's my vision casting. And I also have a free money manifestation hypnosis. So I got a few options here
Okay.
to enjoy, depending on where you're at, what you like to try out. And you'll see those across the ticker on the bottom.
Yes, we're going to scroll those along. And don't worry, there's a lot there, and some of them are long. We will do what we always do here on Bathrobe Moments and drop all of these links into your comment section. So
Mm.
you'll find them immediately upon the conclusion of today's broadcast, which is in a few moments. So don't worry, go back and get them, click them and go, and check out all roads to Steph Zito. And Steph, real quick, what about the coaching? What kind of people do you work with?
Well, I work with entrepreneurs and also those in corporate who are just ready for a change. So, entrepreneurs helping to scale your business through energetics and strategy, because it all starts with energy. And then those in the corporate sector are really helping you get just aligned in life so that you can, just whatever that looks like for you. If you're making a big shift, we're going to get you aligned so you just are on track towards your happiness.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Now, I
Mhm.
want to ask real quick, because a lot of people, most of us got to the place, and I do this because woo woo. I'll take woo woo over boo hoo any day.
Any day.
Any day. Trust me. So, were you raised in any organized religion?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
why
And
do you well,
and
why do you say
did you
that?
run out of the door? Did you run out of the house of that religion like it was a fire?
Heck yeah.
Okay. Well, that explains a
How
couple
did you
things
know?
for me. Yes.
Wait,
Yes. Sir.
wait,
Okay.
wait, 'cause so I think for me, to just last thing real quick is, I did run out of the house for a while because
A lot of us did.
when I found my own voice and I found my own way. But when I started to crack open to my intuition, what I found in there is all things, and in there also talk to Jesus. Jesus comes in, cool. God, it just becomes
Angel,
irrelevant to me.
anything greater than me.
I'm not letting anyone out. Why would I keep anyone out of the house,
Thank
right? There's
you.
no reason.
That's
So
what I wanted to hear. That's right. That's right. Count
exactly.
it, call it all joy. Find
All
a
joy.
road that has the street signs in your language. Okay.
Mm,
Because
exactly.
if you cannot read the signs, you cannot understand the language, you won't remember who you are.
Mm,
And you won't, if you should somehow get there, hitch a ride or whatever, going my way, you bet. If you get to any destination, you want to know who you are. You want to remember who you are, the
mm,
original you. Or how
mhm,
are you going to know what you're supposed to do once you arrive? Right.
mhm,
And when we get out of the way, you
mm.
know where it goes to them. I just love it. I wish you and send out all I can, light, love, and more prosperity, increase, abundance,
Mm.
and joy to all that you lay your heart to. Okay. Great work. I've watched you really soar since we
Oh,
originally met in San Diego that time, and it
mm.
does my heart a lot of good. So keep going, keep growing.
Thank you. Likewise, Dr. Lauren. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Now, you guys, don't forget, if you want to reach out to Stephanie, that sounds like a great idea to me. Don't forget, they're going to be all three links inside your comment section.
Mm,
Use them, don't lose them. Now, I want to say this as we get out of here today, you
mhm.
guys. Well, we still have a couple more minutes. Oh, no, I don't, because we got to play this show closer. Okay. Uh, it's different when you're syndicated. I used to go all day if I wanted to. Can't do
Right.
that anymore. For all of you out there, tomorrow, great show again. I got a surprise for you. So, God willing, spirit willing, anything greater than me willing, I will meet you out on the front porch tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central for another illuminated conversation. Now, in the meantime, I want you to get out there. Wherever you're going today, keep your eyes open. Okay? Don't glance at it. Stare it dead in the eye. Face it and find
Mm.
yourself 1E and 1R. You will have taken everything you already are from great to greater, bright to brighter, strong to stronger, and my personal favorite, kind to kinder. Now, don't you dare let my screen door slam on the way out of here. And remember, Dr. Lauren tells you every single day, I love you. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Y'all go have the best day ever. We'll see you soon. Bye, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Great job.
Thanks so much.